Should you go gluten-free if you're struggling with a chronic condition? Hi, I'm Dr. Ina, Digestive Reset. I'm a pharmacist, functional medicine practitioner specializing in gut health. This May, as we step into spring full bloom, we also welcome Celiac Awareness Month. This special edition of our newsletter and blog is dedicated to empowering, educating, and supporting everyone in our community, particularly those affected by celiac disease. It's a serious condition. What is celiac disease? Celiac disease is a serious autoimmune condition disorder where the ingestion of gluten-containing foods, leads to damage in small intestine. It affects 1 in 100 people worldwide, yet many remain undiagnosed. This month, let's spread the word and shine a light on this condition that impacts millions of lives around the globe. So, what do you need to know? Eating gluten-free. Navigating the world of gluten-free can be challenging at first. Here are some quick tips for you, and let's get to it right away. Read those labels. Always check food labels for gluten-containing ingredients. Avoid cross-contamination. That might be more complicated when you're eating out, but at home, you could use separate toasters, cutting boards, and other kitchen tools. Explore naturally gluten-free foods. Many foods such as fruit, berries, vegetables, meats, and dairy, if you're able to tolerate it, are naturally gluten-free. So you could enjoy those without worry if you don't have other food sensitivities. People avoiding gluten who don't have celiac disease are often labeled as fattish foodies or trend followers, but they might be mislabeled after all. What do I mean by that? Well, the truth is that gluten impacts everyone, whether you have celiac disease or not. Many people do not realize that. So let's try to understand that. How does that happen? What happens when you consume gluten? Consuming gluten activates a protein called zinulin that regulates the permeability of the tight junctions between cells in the gut lining. It has been shown to play a role in the development of autoimmune disorders, such as Hashimoto's thyroiditis or Crohn's and colitis. We call it immune system disease. Some sources still say it's autoimmune. So what can we do, and how can we understand the impact? In people with Hashimoto's, for example, the immune system attacks the thyroid gland, leading to inflammation and damage to the gland. This can cause the gland to produce too little thyroid hormone as a result, leading to hypothyroidism. And all that just could be from consuming gluten foods if you're sensitive, if you happen to be reactive type. Research has suggested that increased gut permeability or leaky gut may be that contributing factor in the development of IBDs, in the development of Hashimoto's. Zinulin has been shown to increase gut permeability, which may allow those harmful substances such as toxins and bacteria to enter the bloodstream, triggering an autoimmune-like response. So with that information, and now being empowered and go for research to do more gluten-free research on how does it connect with chronic fatigue, IBDs, thyroid condition, Do you have to eliminate gluten? Eliminating gluten can reduce many symptoms and improve overall outcomes for those conditions. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, rye. It can appear in less obvious foods and products, making it a challenge for those that need to follow a strict gluten-free diet. For some, it's life important. And if you happen to have other chronic conditions and choose to avoid gluten, please remember that there are many hidden sources of gluten. And those include, and I'm going to list them for you. First one is soy sauce. Traditional soy sauce is fermented with wheat. Alternative gluten-free options are available, and you could ask in a restaurant if you want, often made solely with soybeans. Number two, processed meats. Items like sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, they can contain gluten as a binder or a filler. Number three, soups and sauces. Many canned and prepared soups and sauces use wheat flour as a thickening agent. Number four, salad dressing. Some dressings contain malt vinegar, soy sauce, or wheat-derived additives. Number five, imitation seafood. Products like imitation crab meat often contains wheat as a binding filler, binding ingredient. Number six, beer and malt. Sorry, beer lovers. Malt beverages. Most beer brewed from barley and gluten-containing grains. Gluten-free beers are available. They are made from alternative grains and should be labeled as such. Look for gluten-free label. Number seven, this is a tough one. Medications and supplements. Some pills and capsules use gluten as a binding agent. It's important to check the labels or consult with the pharmacist, or even call the company to find out. Number eight, communion wafers. The traditional communion wafers are made from wheat, although gluten-free alternatives are often available now upon request. Number nine, beauty products. That's a tricky one too. While not a dietary source, products like lip balms, lipsticks, and even some shampoos and conditioners can contain gluten. For those highly sensitive, like with conditions like dermatitis or other forms of skin conditions, avoiding these products may be absolutely necessary if it's on top of the celiac disease. Number 10, licorice and candy. Some candies use wheat flour as a binder and thickener. Number 11, spice mixes and flavored chips. These can contain wheat starch or wheat derivatives as flavor carriers or anti-caking agents. Number 12, instant coffee and flavored teas. Some may be cross-contaminated with gluten too, or use gluten-containing ingredients or gluten-containing flavoring agents. Number 13, that could be surprising for some, Play-Doh. Commercial Play-Doh contains wheat flour, which can be an issue for children with celiac or severe gluten sensitivity who might even ingest some by accident. So it's crucial for individuals with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity to read those labels carefully and inquire about the ingredients when you're eating out. When you're in doubt, contact the manufacturer of the product for clarifications or for full ingredient list. Additionally, looking for certificates on all these labels is important. For most of my clients, I recommend the gluten-free labeling on top of the wheat-free labeling as well for additional safety assurance. I hope this was helpful for you. This is Dr. Ina at Digestive Reset. I'm a functional medicine practitioner, pharmacist with experience with digestive health for over 15 years. If you have any questions, send them over. And until the next time,